Let me just respond to you by saying where I got my information. This is the ministerial statement delivered by Dr. the Honorable Dana Morris Dixon in the Senate last Friday. And clearly it shows in a table that's titled 2025-26 Carried Forward Maintenance Projects. They have Prattville Primary, proposed renovation to
Major Dabs presents to you Heart of the World. This prolific album is both inspiring and uplifting. It captures the pain and joy of the people while advocating for rights and justice with tracks like Your Pain, No Mining, Warning, and title track Heart of the World. Play Jam Music by purchasing or streaming the Heart of the World album on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, and all digital platforms. Heart of the World by Major Dabs, produced by Jam Music Enterprise and Therotype Studio.
Bless up, ABR family and viewers. Welcome back to the channel. It's a girl and Isabel Rose. And in this one, controversy continues over Prattville Primary School renovation. Stay tuned for the details at hand. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Please to continue to support the Martha Couponing Foundation. It's a charity group that sends barrels to Jamaica. Please to support the YouTube channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Get their channel to 1,000 subscribers. Please and thanks. So, ABR family and viewers, on the 9th of May, that's last Friday, Senator Peter Bunting spoke out on behalf of the students at Prattville Primary, where he quoted from a ministry paper presented by the Ministry of Education, Dana Morris Dixon, which basically outlined that it's taken approximately a year to complete renovations on the Prattville Primary School, and that it is indeed 95% completed. And we're seeing JLP FM, run to seek interview from even the contractor. It was stated on that very same paper that the contractor has been outstanding some $11 million. And so I'm going to let you hear that interview between the contractor and Cliff Hughes, and then Peter Bunting, just to, reinforce what he stated and that it's not a lie. He went down to Prattville Primary on the 13th of May, that's yesterday, and he's basically showing the reality on the ground. Now I want you to just listen to this in sequence and look for yourself what is taking place. The students are still not in the main area of the school building, and they're still occupying the infant area.
We're going to turn to an issue that emerged last Friday as well, this time in the Senate, when the leader of opposition business in the upper house, Peter Bunting, accused the government of contributing to delays in the completion of a construction project at Prattville Primary School in South Manchester. Mr. Bunting is the PNP caretaker for South Manchester. He told the Senate last Friday that the contractor on the project has stopped working because the government has not paid him.
I drew the attention of the Senate to the plight of the children at Prattville Primary. This was before the hurricane, by the way. Water was pouring in through the roof. The structure of the building was rusting away, etc. The electricals were also inundated with water. And you have here, burial, of course, displaced the students from the school altogether. You have here that the status of the school is 95% complete. But payments have only been 60%. And what I can tell you that no work has taken place on this school for the last couple months. Because, as I understand it, the contractor has not been paid. The ministry is way behind on its payments.
Well, Senator Bunting went on to say that the delays are causing severe problems for students and staff across various grades at Prattville Primary.
These classrooms were 95% when I visited at the harvest in March, the harvest celebration of the school. 2 months later, we still have the grades 2 to 6 students crammed into the infant department. The students from the infant and grade 1 are still in a church hall. This is almost at the end of the school year. They have been in the church hall for basically the entire school year up to now. They're now contemplating putting those little infants and grade 1 students on remote learning. And as anyone who has had a young child on remote learning, it doesn't work for that age.
Senator Peter Bunting in the Senate last Friday. But a man who claims to be the contractor on the project, Carl Robinson, says Senator Bunting's claim is simply false. He joins us now. Good morning, Mr. Robinson.
Good morning, Mr. Hughes. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good. I'm good. Taking it as straight at the time.
You are the contractor on record at Prattville Primary?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's the name of your company, sir?
K&R and Associates.
K-Amar?
And R.
K
and
and R.
Associates.
And
Good.
Associates. And
Good.
you were enlisted as a contractor as at when?
August. In August. We're near the ending of August.
August last year?
No, go again. What you mean? I enlisted when?
When were you employed and given the job of doing the works at Prattville Primary?
Okay. Ending of August last year.
August 2024?
Good.
Yes. And what's the value of that contract?
Somewhere in the 29 million.
$29 million. And what were you supposed to do essentially at Prattville?
Okay. The roof, it's upstairs, one of those Canadian buildings that structured mostly with metal.
Uh-huh.
So we were changing the roof, changing some rattening, purling, and quite a few things. Mainly the whole school deteriorated to, I would say, very badly.
Mm-hmm.
But however,
mm-hmm.
when the work was given to me and I started stripping the building, first it was in that rainy period where we couldn't even do any work, even though the work was handed over to us. Right?
Mm-hmm.
When we started stripping the building, we started to realize that there is far more damage to the building than what the building officer could identify. Because they were, as I say, it is a metal building. So without you strip it, you would have not have identified some of the things.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Good.
So go ahead.
Go ahead.
So you started work on the building in August of last year, yes?
Yes, yes.
How much of the work have you completed?
Well, I've completed 95%. No.
95%?
Yeah, that's the only thing he's correct on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're not owed? How much are you owed by the Ministry of Education?
Presently, I can't tell you off the top of my head presently. But I have not submitted anything in accounts for payments because we are rich. I want to just complete and just send him a claim. So there's no claim in the ministry from me now.
In other words, there's no outstanding claims that are not settled?
No.
So you have been paid for all the submissions of your bills of quantities have been settled, your costing, those that you have submitted you have been paid for? I
have been paid.
And that would be up to almost 95% of the work?
No, it would up to 95%. But as I say, is that where I'm at, it would make sense in a claim when you're just at 95%.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yes,
So I did not submit a claim because, and then there's not I don't have a problem where money is concerned to fund the work that is left.
I see. So, so in other words, the work is continuing?
Yes, but what happened, what left of the work cannot be constructed on the compound. It have to be at a shop because what left is joinery work. So we have to be doing it at a shop and take it to install.
Oh, so you're doing that off-site, off the compound.
Outside, perfect.
Ah,
Made an unannounced stop at the primary this morning. It's the 13th, Tuesday the 13th of May. And as you know, there's been a lot of controversy around a statement I made in the Senate on last Friday. So I'm here at the school. I'm not disrupting anybody. I'm leaving the areas where students are, leaving that side of the school altogether. And I'm just walking over to the newly refurbished classroom blocks. And here they are, locked up, windows and doors, nothing happening. That's evident. Let's walk downstairs because I hear there's been a bevy of activity since yesterday. And here we are on the ground floor, um, still empty, still unoccupied. When we go outside and you see the perspective, you'll realize that this is the major classroom block of the school. What is being occupied now is the infant department, and that's being occupied by grades 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The infant department. So you have less than 2 months to go in the school year, and they spent the entire school year. These kids, the grade 1 and infant departments have spent the entire school year in the Assembly of God Church near the school. We're grateful to the church for accommodating them. When I'm advocating for the interests of the students, it's not about politics. It's for the welfare of the children here. And who wants to create misinformation, try and deny the facts, the realities, that's their business. We're continuing representation that myself and the PNP caretaker for the North Down Division started about a year ago. Before Hurricane Beryl, we stood right in this parking lot and we pointed out the fact that before Beryl, the structure was literally rusting and crumbling away. Those who have attempted to discredit my statement that the ministry was tardy in the payment of the contract at Pratt Primary. Let me just respond to you by saying where I got my information. This is the ministerial statement delivered by Dr. the Honorable Dana Morris Dixon in the Senate last Friday. And clearly it shows in a table that's titled 2025-26 Carried Forward Maintenance Projects. They have Prattville Primary, proposed renovation to two-story classroom block to include re-roofing and structural repairs. Contract sum 29.6 million Jamaican dollars. Expenditure to date $18 million, or approximately 60% of the total contract sum. Status 95% complete. So this is the source they now is attempting to dispute. The minister's own statement, which I assume her information was provided by the technocrats at her ministry. Here are some 2x4s. Here are some partitions made from 2x4s and what appears to be plywood. There's no shortage of that in Jamaica. You can see for yourself. And let your eyes tell you the truth, regardless of what they're telling you. And we will continue our representation on behalf of the school community of Prattville Primary and on behalf of the citizens of South Manchester.
And we know why JLP FM run out, because them politicize everything, and as Damien says, they're basically an activist for the Jamaica Labour Party. ABR family, uno be the judge of this. Comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think. What uno say for yourself on the video is evident enough. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel on the road to 30k and beyond. Help me to get there. Please get this video to at least 6,000 likes. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.